All right, district breakdown time. Jon Poorman here from the Houston Chronicle. We are talking 186A, the Houston ISD district. Last year, Lamar had a pretty easy time with it, man. You look at their stats, they only gave up 28 points in district play. They really shut down in 6 district games. They really shut down the rest of the competition, making it difficult for them to even score on them. So is it Lamar again this year? And if not, who do you have sneaking in there?
It's definitely hard to pick against the Texans and Coach Michael Lindsey there at Lamar. I mean, certainly on paper they've got to be the favorites coming back this season. They'll have to replace a really talented quarterback in Kenneth Rosenthal, who has graduated. Was the district MVP, so he was obviously a big part of their success over the past couple seasons. But yeah, I mean, you look at what Lamar has done historically, year in and year out. I mean, I think Heights got them a couple of years ago for the district title, but if you look beyond that, I think they had a really long streak going of, maybe like 2 decades worth of district titles in a row, somewhere around that range. But yeah, I mean, they have to be the favorites coming back. As you mentioned, they were really stout on defense against district opponents. Obviously, they put up a lot of points as well, with Rosenthal leading the way. Finished 9-3, 6-0 in district, undefeated season. Heights was the only team that kind of gave them a little run there, but the Texans are in good shape. I think year in and year out, this is just what we've seen from them.
Yeah, and they'll be bringing back Tristan Brown, their offensive MVP of the district. You mentioned Heights, and you mentioned these other Houston ISD teams. There's only 7 teams in this district, so on one foot you're like, okay, we only have to finish ahead of 3 of them to get in the postseason, but it's not only that for them. They want to be able to compete against 17-6A. Lamar seems to do that every single year, but the other 3 maybe have a little bit of trouble getting past some of these 17-6A teams in the playoffs. Talk about who might make it to the postseason and who might be odd teams looking out.
Yeah, well, I mean, you look historically, and you have to think that Heights is probably a lock to get in the playoffs. And to Coach Stephen Dixon, what they've been able to do. Obviously, Lamar is kind of their white whale, and the district title is seemingly always going to come down to these 2 teams battling it out when they play each other. But Heights has done a great job. They also had a lot of success last year, and they came away with the playoff victory last year against one of those 17-6A teams. So that was an exciting moment for the Bulldogs. Obviously, they want to continue to build on that success. I think they've got a lot of momentum coming into 2023 because of that. And so I'm looking forward to seeing what they can kind of do there. As far as the rest of the district goes, it really is really close. You look at Westside getting in there at 4-2 with 3rd place, but Westbury at 3-3 was right behind them. Bel Air at 2-4. Right behind them. So really, it's I see these teams kind of jockeying for those 3rd and 4th playoff spots here, and it's just going to depend on which programs can really make a considerable jump from last season. You look up and down, and West Side, I would say, probably has the best chance, in my opinion, out of those teams to get back into the playoffs. They've had that experience before, and they, had a solid season last year. As I mentioned, 4-2 in district play. They took care of business against, the teams that they needed to beat. Their only 2 losses came against Lamar and Heights. So it's going to be, taking care of business against the teams that you should beat, and then, maybe stealing one away from a team that's ahead of you in the standings down the stretch of the season. But yeah, I mean, I would say those 3rd and 4th spots, those are kind of up for the taking there, and it'll be interesting to see which teams kind of step up and get the job done.
Yeah, just takes one turnover to get you in the postseason there. There's those 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spots there at the bottom of the district. All right, we are going to head to Katy next week. It's called 19-6A, and that's always a treat because they usually have some standout competition there, and I can't wait to hear your opinions on those teams.
Yeah, that was a fun one last year for sure, so definitely looking forward to it.
All right, we'll see you next week, Jon.
Yeah.